Hello everybody, welcome back to an official LEGO Star Wars reveal. Today we're going to be talking about the 3 brand new LEGO Star Wars Diorama building sets. These items can be pre-ordered today and they're going to be officially released on April 26th here in 2022. So there's actually 3 different sets. We have 75329 LEGO Star Wars Death Star Trench Run, 75330 Dagobah Jedi Training, and 75339, which is the Death Star Trash Compactor. Starting with the Trench Run here, it's going to retail for $59.99 in the United States and is 665 pieces. Unfortunately, this one here comes with no minifigures. Obviously, this depicts a very famous scene from A New Hope. We've all seen it before. I hope you've seen it at least. This is where Darth Vader is pursuing Luke Skywalker as he fights to destroy the newly built Death Star. So I mean, despite having no minifigures, I think this thing has like an incredible amount of detail. Like the amount of greebling that it has is absolutely insane. Like look at all the different part usage and little pieces that get jammed onto this set just to create the trench run from the Death Star, right? Like isn't that so neat? The X-Wing, obviously that's Luke's X-Wing. It looks pretty good. I mean, we've seen a very similar X-Wing to this from the Advent calendars, but I mean, what more can you expect? That X-Wing looks awesome. Like, how can you make it any better than that based on the scale of this set? Truly, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, it's held up there using a clear antenna, which is pretty nice. And so are the TIE Fighters and also Darth Vader's TIE Fighter Advance behind them. You can see they've got little green lasers coming out of them, or little green lightsaber blades in this case, I guess. Of course, you've got the oddly shaped TIE Fighter. That is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter Advance leading the charge with the 2 TIE Fighters behind. So all of these sets come with a really unique base, and we've seen that base before with other sets such as the meditation chamber. And what really makes the set is actually the tile. All of those tiles feature a famous line from the particular scene that these dioramas depict. And this one here says, "The Force is strong with this one." You know, pretty famous line from Darth Vader, right? So these sets are a decent size. This one here is 4 inches or 10 centimeters high, 8.5 inches or 22 centimeters wide, and 6 inches or 15 centimeters deep, so it's actually a fair size. 665 pieces gets jammed into this thing here. So obviously the detail in the trench run is just, you know, looks good. Like it's crazy. I don't know how else to explain it. I mean, look at all the different part usage that you have there. So pretty incredible little build for sure. But I mean, with that said, you'll see based on some of the other ones, they come with some minifigures and stuff like that. I think it would have been cool to get maybe a Darth Vader and a Luke Skywalker minifigure. You know, maybe Luke Skywalker in his Red 5, X-Wing pilot outfit. That would be pretty neat. Even if they like stash them on the back of the set or something, just so you know that those minifigures are there to accompany this set. But I guess with that said, the lower price on this one, $59.99, does reflect the fact that it doesn't come with any minifigures, so it's not like it's the same price as the other ones. I guess it all sort of adds up, but it would have been nice to get like 2 exclusive minifigures with this set. That would have put it over the top. Okay, so next up we have the Trash Compactor scene. This one here actually comes with some minifigures, and actually quite a few of them, which is just perfect. So of course, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and also Chewbacca have to rescue Princess Leia from the detention block, and they find themselves stuck in the Death Star Trash Compactor. So this set's pretty cool. It's packed full of authentic details. It's got moving walls. Also, it has the Dagobah. I believe that's the name of the creature that you find inside the Trash Compactor. It's got the Dagobah's head, and it comes with 2 additional minifigures. You get C-3PO and also R2-D2. So it's packed full of detail, a moving function, and also minifigures as well. For such a small set, it's pretty incredible to get 6 minifigures. But with that said, I mean, Han Solo and Luke Skywalker are just their heads on a stormtrooper body, right? Pretty basic. Same with the Princess Leia, the Chewbacca, and also the R2-D2. But hey, getting minifigures is a win, I would say. So the neat thing about these sets too, I didn't mention it on the first one, is you actually get the Star Wars or the LEGO Star Wars printed tile, and then you get the quote as well. So the quote says, "One thing's for sure, we're all going to be a lot thinner," right? Yeah, Han Solo, famous line. Love it. The trash compactor itself is packed full of just sort of scrambled, loose pieces and detail that you would expect, right? And then also it has the nice walls that are all tiled off with smooth tiles, and of course that door there as well. Now you can see that the main crew is obviously in the trash compactor, but R2-D2 and C-3PO aren't there. Luckily, you can actually stow them away on the back of the set, which I really like. And that's sort of what I wanted to see with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker in the Trench Run set. Have those two minifigures stashed away on the back. Actually, when you look at this photo here, it actually reveals some really nice arm print detailing on that C-3PO minifigure, so that's nice. So of course, this one here is a very similar size when comparing it to the other one. They're all very similar. 4 inches high, 8 inches wide, 6 inches deep. However, this one here with the minifigures obviously is a lot more money. It is $89.99 in the United States. So the third and final one is Dagobah. And of course, this is the Jedi Training Diorama. Do or do not, there is no try. That's what the tile reads on this one. And of course, that's just perfect, right? So obviously this scene is where Yoda is training Luke Skywalker at Dagobah. This one here has 1,000 pieces and it's pretty neat. I think it's probably one of the better ones. Probably the best one, I think, of the three, in my opinion. However, with that said, like, my general consensus is that these things are, you know, a little bit too much money for what they really are. This one here is going to retail for $90 US, and you get 3 minifigures. However, with that said, the 3 minifigures that are included are pretty cool. You get sort of training Luke Skywalker and also Yoda, and I think the best minifigure in this one here is actually R2-D2. Although it's just an astromech droid, he's got like the muddy print detailing on him, which I really like. I think that's just a little bit different. And I know I definitely don't have an R2-D2 like that, so that's pretty cool. Of course, you get Yoda's hut, and then you've got these really nice trees behind it, sort of the Dagobah sort of vibe, you know, with the curves and the dark green stuff hanging off the top of the trees there, which is just like your basic limb element, and then some of those seaweed pieces. And here you can see the swamp details. It's actually quite layered. That's how you get all those different shades underneath there, and it's built using 1x1 plates and 1x1 studs and 1x1 tiles and stuff like that. So obviously a huge amount of pieces goes into creating that swamp, and the color of it looks really good. The coolest thing about the swamp is like the little X-wing wing popping out of it. I think that's pretty cool. And I like how you can have Luke Skywalker posed, of course, upside down using the little modified 1x1 stud there. So I think that's a pretty cool vibe. And the hut itself is on its own dark tan, sort of oddly shaped platform, which is pretty cool. And then the hut is just sort of represented there pretty well using some tan elements as well. It's got a little opening there, and then around back there is a spot where you can have a snake slithering out and also stash away a lightsaber hilt. Also, there is some smoke coming out of the side of it. But once again, I just think that the prices for these are pretty high up there, you know, like I know it's under 10 cents a piece and stuff like that, but the retail price in Canada here is pretty high once you factor in the exchange rate and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, I think these sets look good for what they are. They represent sort of a new sort of theme. The diorama theme sort of matches up with the meditation chamber. Of course, they'll display really well on the shelves together. And I think it's a new thing that might do pretty well. I mean, I like the packaging. It looks good. Everything sort of looks on point. I foresee them being a good collection, but in my opinion, like there's a lot going on here, but almost not enough for me, and that's just my opinion. I'm sure I'll probably end up getting them anyway, just because I'm sure they'll display really well together like we see in these photos here. But yeah, that's really about it for today. Just wanted to share my thoughts on these with you and sort of reveal them here. Let us know what you think by commenting below, and like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Thanks for popping on by. Farewell.